What is good, beautiful people? It is Raya and we are back today because I wanted to talk a little bit on another mindset thing. This is kind of a new kind of idea that I've been playing with and refining in the past couple months. I'll be honest, it's a total game changer. It doesn't just apply to music and beats. It applies to almost every aspect of my creative output, including my YouTube videos, the songs that I make, my workouts. Just almost every aspect of my life can have this to some degree. Anything that I want to improve has this kind of aspect at it at some point. And basically it allows me to continue improving and knowing places to improve in continuously, forever. Which is something that previously I struggled with. I struggled with knowing where to get better. And now I feel like I can basically go forever. I can just, sky's the limit. So really empowering. I can't wait to tell you guys this. Play with it yourselves and you can see. So let me kind of break it down and explain the way I've been thinking recently, right? We've all kind of heard before with any creative endeavor. And I think just for now, I'll take the example of making YouTube videos, right? So you're making YouTube videos. We've all heard this idea of start making your YouTube videos and then just improve, just with every video, get better over time. And Mr. Beast talks about it, all of the YouTube influencers, that's all they're going to tell you, blah, blah, just get better with every video. But I feel like that isn't very specific and sometimes it's not very helpful either because it can actually lead you down a slightly wrong direction when you don't know what to improve in, right? They'll say get better with every video and you're like, okay, how do I get better? How do I improve? And the issue you have with that is that when we're trying to get better with every video, we're chasing something. We're chasing the idea of a perfect video. We're chasing perfection. And I think the idea of trying to chase perfection with any creative output can lead to issues, can lead to struggles because we have no definition of what perfect is. And whatever you see on social media, whatever you see online, whatever works for someone else won't necessarily work for you. So their version of what is a perfect video or perfect song or perfect output is not the same as yours. So we have to find a process of finding our own way of improving our videos. And this is where I'd like to flip the script and introduce the idea of, instead of with each iteration of your video trying to make something that is more perfect, you'll note there is something in your video that is not as great as you want it to be. Something in particular, one particular thing will stand out as specifically annoying you. And I want to encourage you to tackle that issue and only that issue first with each iteration of your creative output, right? Let me explain that again. So if you have, in this particular example, a video, instead of trying to improve every aspect you can, record your video, make your song, and if there's one piece of that particular creative output that's annoying you specifically, that's the only thing that you're going to try to tackle. So I can give you some great examples with this when I look at my own work, right? So as you know, obviously I run this YouTube channel, I put out videos every day, and there's so many ways that I could improve. I could improve video quality. I could maybe get multiple cameras. I've only got one light. I could use 4 or 5 lights to have incredible lighting, or maybe I could put skylights at the back and have different colors shining. All of those ways could be potential ways that I can make my videos more perfect. But who knows if they're going to work? Who knows if they actually have any grounding towards what you, the audience, want to see from me? It doesn't really correlate, and it's no way of knowing without putting that upfront investment, right? So we've all seen that issue where maybe you buy the super expensive camera and that doesn't turn into more views, or you get the super expensive software that allows you to record in a certain way and that doesn't get you where you want. Flip the entire script on that. I'll tell you, the first thing that I did to improve my YouTube videos was spend £1 on this. Right? I got this because the one thing that I wanted to improve in my videos was it doesn't squeak anymore because I fixed it, but it was my squeaky chair, right? In my videos, a lot of my early videos, I had a squeaky chair, and it was one thing that stood out to me and only me as something that I really wanted to get rid of in my videos. Note this, No one else complained about it. I read every single comment. I have read every single comment on every single one of my videos since I've started. Not a single person has said, man, your chair is too squeaky. But it was an issue for me. So that low hanging fruit, that worst thing that I wanted to fix, is what I attacked first. Boom. Fix that, and the average of my videos, overall, my videos have gotten better because the worst thing is no longer there. Note that when I do my next video, there's another worst thing. So let's talk about something else that I've been noting. Over time, if you watch my videos and you go kind of chronologically, you'll see the issues I've had with color grading over time, right? Learning how to take my original footage. Originally, with my camera footage, I didn't know how to apply a color grade at all, and you can see that in my earlier videos. Fast forward through different processes of applying too much saturation, too little saturation, making my skin tones go out, blowing out other parts, too many highlights, too many shadows. I didn't know anything about color grading. And again, I want to note this, no one actually complained about the colors of my video. But that is one thing that when I looked at my videos and played them back, I realized that I could fix. I was like, that's actually standing out to me as an issue. So that's the one thing that I'm going to attack first. Everything else that I could do, that I could assume, if I Googled 5 ways to improve my YouTube video, then all of those answers, skip them. Because they don't apply to you, they're generic advice. And what happens is when you're able to pick out the worst thing that stands out to you, it is so incredibly specific. Let's talk about the benefits of this and how it's been able to help me. Note that this actually applies to almost every aspect that you're trying to improve in. So if, for example, one thing that I really wanted to work on, even now in my videos and in my beats, I'm like, I want to be able to get just a little bit more pocket, a little bit more bounce to my drums, right? Some people say I've got great bounce already, great drums, and I appreciate that. I'm still working to develop my craft day by day. So something that stands out to me is something I could do. What does that mean? That means I don't need to buy no expensive plugins. I don't need to buy no expensive courses. All I need to do is find my specific problem on the internet, on wherever, or ask someone, and I'll be able to address that single issue. And each time, the average of my videos gets better and better and better over time, and the average of my beats gets better and better and better over time. I like to work out the same process applies. Don't take a crazy workout routine thinking that it's going to make you perfect. If there's one exercise that you feel like you haven't quite got the handle of, prioritize focusing and improving that particular exercise, because that's the worst part of your routine. And overall, the average of whatever you're trying to achieve will get better over time. Let's talk about why I like this so much, right? When it comes to improving, you probably know what it is that you want to improve on first. Like if you recorded a video and you watched it back, the first thing that you would want to fix would jump out to you, would scream. You'd be like, I don't even want to show my friends and family until I get that audio right. Like it sounds like I'm in a wind tunnel. Like whatever it is, that's going to stand out to you way more than a vague sense of wanting to get better at something. Maybe I should do this or that. No, nail it in. It's so easily identifiable when you're picking up the worst thing rather than trying to make the best thing better, right? And that makes it so powerful, because it brings me on to my second point. So much of trying to attain knowledge is about asking the right questions. So if you are trying to find a piece of information, chances are it's already on the internet somewhere for free. It's already out there. We already know that the internet comprises most of the information that you need to know. But the fact is, the reason why we don't know everything and the reason why we're not able to learn anything in a very linear way is because we don't have the right context to be able to ask the right questions. If I want to improve my videos and I don't know how to improve, I type in 5 ways to improve my videos. I get the most generic advice telling me to be more confident, improve my video quality, blah 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 blah. Chances are all of those things are going to make me inauthentic, give me a camera that I don't really know how to use, and I'm probably not going to see a huge jump in views, and that's probably going to make me give up because I'm thinking I've spent all this time, effort and energy and it hasn't actually helped. Reverse it and think about what would happen if you recorded your video and you picked up the worst thing that was for you audio. Oh my gosh, it sounds like I'm in a wind tunnel. What you're typing into Google is very specific. How do I reduce background noise with my videos? And then you'll find there's top tier options, mid tier options, low tier options, free options. And it's so specific that you'll be able to find the exact requirements for you. Another great example, say you do get to the point where you want a camera and you need to get a camera. If you just want to get a better camera, but you don't really know why, you don't really know how you're trying to get better, you're just vaguely been told that you need to get a better camera. Well, which one do you get? Do you get the cinema camera? Do you get a Blackmagic 4K? Because cameras can go up to 10K. I'm guessing you want the best quality, right? Reverse it. Imagine you're watching a video and it keeps coming out of focus. Quality is not as high. So you say, oh, damn, okay. How do I fix this very annoying issue specifically? Oh, I need something with autofocus with at least 4K. Now you have the filters you need to find the exact camera to fix your problems, right? So powerful. So once you have the context, you can ask the right questions. And when you ask the right questions, the answers are easy. Third point, your videos, your music, whatever it is going to improve in a direction that is correct for you. This kind of is a tangent that brings on to something slightly different involving audience capture, which I'll make a video on, but you can definitely look up yourself. But it's this idea of once you start building an audience, people are going to want to tell you how to improve your videos or what's better or what they want to see. But it's important to note there's going to be a segment of your audience that are going to want you to do something that you really aren't going to want to do. But there's a chance that doing that might give you more views, more validation, more this, more that, and it will pull you into a direction that you don't necessarily want to go. I'll throw my hands up. My soul videos that I do get a lot more views than my other videos. That is the beginning of an audience capture, because if I was only doing it for views, I would only make soul videos. I'd be the soul guy. If I ask someone, how to improve my YouTube channel, they'd probably say to me, oh, your soul videos are popping off and your indie R&B pop videos are popping off, only do those. But I very specifically don't want to be tied into one genre, so I ignore it. I don't do those videos. I only do those videos if I want to. But the improvements that I make, like I noted previously, don't come from the audience. The videos improve in a way that I can be proud of them, because the issues that I previously suffered with, I'm the one that's now fixing them. No, the audience aren't asking me to do this sort of thing, right? But for me, it's important. And what that means is that I can always be proud of my videos. I'm not going to look at a certain point and say, why did I make that? Oh, because the audience thought it was right for me? No, because I wanted to do that. If I choose to get another camera, for instance, that would be because I want to, not because someone says, oh, we need to see the other side of your face, right? So powerful. And it's so important to have longevity and enjoy your process, is being able to stay in a particular lane that you choose. And this allows you to do that because you're picking up on what's worst for you, not what's worst for anybody else. And again, you can apply that to beats, you can apply that to music, you can apply that to songs. Songs is a super important one, because you're going to have a million people who don't know what they're talking about. Your friends, your family, people who don't make music at all, telling you that the vocals are this, the drums are this, the blah blah is this, but they don't know what they're talking about. The fact is, you'll probably know the worst thing about your song. And if you don't, that's great. That's amazing, because you've got something that you can truly be proud of. Keep listening to it. Keep trying to be critical, and you'll find something that stands out to you as something that you can improve. If you improve that, your music will move in a direction that's authentic to you. You won't get pulled by trends. You won't get pulled by new fads, new directions. You'll improve your craft, and you'll be able to build a sound for yourself, which is kind of what most people are trying to do nowadays. The last benefit, I think, is that when we go through this process of creating and then analyzing our previous video or our previous beat or our previous song and picking out the worst thing, that requires that we must at least have one thing out, right? So the very last thing is, if you apply this mindset, you'll realize you at least have to start somewhere. You at least have to start with one. You can't improve the worst thing of nothing. So this is kind of like an action step to all of you. make the beat, make the song, upload the YouTube video. Upload the YouTube video wherever you are, with whatever equipment you have, whatever it looks like. I don't care if the lighting's bad, I don't care if the music's bad, I don't care if you can't get the quality up to where it needs to be, I don't care if the audio isn't right, because that's the whole point. Upload it and let it be a bag of mess. Pick out the worst thing to you and fix that. Watch how quickly your videos go from being something that you don't like to being something that's awesome and stands up with all the other videos on the platform. But hold on, all of a sudden you have a YouTube channel and an audience and a second income stream and a third income stream. That's how it works. It's literally as simple as that. This mindset will force you to get started with whatever it is you don't want to get started. So much procrastination can come from wanting to do something perfect. If you apply this mindset, and I think you should, and rather than trying to be perfect, apply this mindset and it's gone, it's eliminated. It doesn't work the same way. One caveat that I will put out there, because it hasn't been perfect and there's something that I have noticed that is a downside of this particular mindset if you do choose to apply it to yourself. Note that you aren't the problems that you find with your creative output, okay? In my very specific example, while I'm trying to improve my color grade, note, it's very easy for me to say, oh, Raya, I can't color grade. Be very careful with that language. It's not that I don't know how to color grade or I can't color grade. It's just that I'm lacking a certain amount of knowledge now, okay? So it would be better to say, I don't know how to color grade yet, rather than I can't color grade. Same thing with the beats, same thing with the songs. Don't say you don't know how to mix vocals. Oh, I can't mix vocals, I'm not good at mixing vocals. Oh, the worst thing about this video is my mixing vocals, I can't get it right. That type of language is negative and is not helpful, and it doesn't allow you to start to learn the things that you need to improve on that skill. So no, we ourselves, our identity is not the creative output that we make. It's just something that we can do. It's not us. And what's so funny is that as soon as you realize this, if you have one thing that stands out to you as something that you don't know how to do yet, and you work on that thing, suddenly it becomes a strength. A great example for me is the color grading again, because I've gone through so many processes of trying to iterate on it. I've actually taken a color grading course. I've been taking it for the past month or so. And now I feel like it's something I'm actually quite strong at. Like, I'm not at a professional level, but I feel proud to say that I can actually take any piece of content, whether it's short form, TikTok, YouTube, whatever, and apply some level of critical thinking towards the color grading, which previously I did not know how to do at all. So it's funny, that thing that previously was an issue for me now feels like actually a strength, where it's like, actually a lot of my videos can have a better color grade than other things on the platform, because I've studied it and it was a thing that bugged me. And now it's something that no longer bugs me. It's something I look forward to doing. That can only happen if you allow yourself to recognize that the issues you're having with your creative output, there aren't issues with you. They're just things and opportunities to improve and to get better. Okay, I rambled for a lot with that. I hope it makes sense. TLDR, the long story short is, don't try and go perfect. Fix the worst thing about whatever you're doing and carry on with that process. If you want to learn more about this sort of stuff, if you want to learn how I run my YouTube channel, my revenue streams, and how to grow money, it's all in Producer Mastery. You can join it there. Join there before we up the price, because we're getting some limited seats now. That's it. I love you guys. We're going to be back with more videos super soon. I'm really excited with what we've got coming. I appreciate you guys. I love you guys a lot, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace out.